Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to do something today for the new guys out there just starting to learn to play. So we're going to start right from the basics, and we're going to go through and do a few little finger exercises, and hopefully by the end of the lesson you'll have a very basic idea on guitar. Okay, let's start with a little bit of guitar anatomy. General acoustic 6-string guitar. Only, yeah, this is a semi-acoustic, but you can do this on a semi-acoustic, electric, normal acoustic, nylon steel strings, doesn't matter. This is just a thing to get you going. Whoops, sorry. Okay, a little bit of general guitar anatomy first. Always helps if we know what we're talking about. As I said, normal 6-string acoustic, semi-acoustic guitar. Main body, okay. We have the sound hole here. Bridge, okay. Basically what the bridge is, it's got a plastic knot here that holds the string over the sound hole. So when we strike this string over that sound hole here, it resonates, vibrates, however you want to look at it, and it creates a sound. It amplifies through the sound box. Okay. Then we have the neck. Okay, which is this here, obviously. These little metal bands here, these are our frets. Okay. We'll come back to the frets. A little bit to talk about on them, so we'll come back to those in a second. Our headstock, which holds our tuning heads or machine heads, tuning pegs, whatever you want to call them. Okay. This here is our plastic knot, which holds the strings above the fretboard, as this one does here, as I said, the bridge one, which holds it above the body. So when we pluck the string, it creates a sound. Okay, that's very, very general guitar anatomy. Obviously, the strings. What have we got? This one, as I said, general acoustic 6-string guitar. We have 6 strings, obviously. An E, an A D, a G, a B, and an E. Okay, I'll do that again for you. We have E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, and every string has a number as well. So we have E6, A5, D4, G3, B2, E1. Okay, quite important you remember that, guys, because if you have a 12 string, obviously it differs. You've got 2 E's, 2 A's, and so on. But there you go, that's 12 strings. We can cover that in another lesson. Okay, I said earlier about frets. Okay, it's the bands that are the frets, the metal wires, not the gap. Here it's the actual metal wires. Now when we come a little bit further on down the line, you will find out that every fret here is a half tone, half step, semitone, whatever you want to call it. It will all become a lot more clearer when we move on later on and we find out what our notes are on the guitar. Between some notes we have a whole step, between some notes we only have a half step. But this we can cover at some other time. So basically, importantly remember, half step between every fret. Okay, that basically covers general guitar anatomy. A little bit more that we can go into a little bit later on, but that's basically what we need to know. Okay, what do we do before we start playing? Well, obviously tune the guitar. That's the most important thing. Many ways we can tune a guitar. Obviously the easiest way is with a tuner. This guitar, fortunately, comes with a tuner built in here. Okay, and if you've got a guitar with a tuner on it, it's great because all these lights come on when the guitar's in tune. You have red and green, and when the lights come on green, then you know it's in tune, which is awesome. But we haven't all got that. You can also get a foot tuner where you can control it with your foot, and it shows you when you're in tune. Many different ways of tuning a guitar. Today I'm tuned to standard 440 tuning. We can tune to drop E, drop D, many different, but I'm going for the old-fashioned, old-school way because I'm an old-fashioned, old-school rocker. So, how do we tune a guitar? Okay, let's start at the beginning. First of all, as I said, we're tuned to 440 today, which, when we play our E here, that is just normal open standard tuning for an E440. How do we tune the next string? Okay, well, if we take our E string open, what we need to do is get this sound here. Okay, we have an E, sorry, no we don't, we have an A note here, and we have an A string open. Now if you listen carefully, you can hear there is a slight difference. So what we need to do is tune that so they have the same pitch. So we take it up a little bit. Hopefully here, now you'll hear they are the same. Okay, so I'll make this a little easier so you can see. So we play the 5th fret on the E string, and then we play the A string open, and they sound the same. Okay, and we do the same on the next string, the A, and then we play the D open. And you can hear there's a little bit of difference. So we'll take that up a tad. Okay, and the same again. You can hear the difference there on the G string. So we take that up a tad. There we go, hopefully. So we're playing a we're playing a G note there and the G string open, and they should sound the same. So there we go. Okay, then this time to get our B string we need to move down to the 4th fret. Okay, then we play that is a B note and the B string open, and again you can hear a slight difference, so we just then we go back there, and then for the last string we move back down to the 5th fret, which is here, and we play that E string open. Okay, so there we've got it. Now we've tuned this by ear. I prefer to tune by ear. I find it a little easier. Although if I'm in a live situation, then I would use a tuner for speed. Okay, so now we're in tune. So we're going to play. So what are we going to play? Okay. Basically, we're going to do a basic finger exercise just to get us started, so we know where to put our fingers and how to put our fingers. Okay. On our hands we have 4 fingers, so we need to try and use them all. Really, it makes it much easier to play the guitar in the end if we use all 4 fingers. And we're going to take the first 4 frets on every string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So we put 1 finger for 1 fret. Okay? It's something that you need to try and get used to, using all your fingers on your hand. It can be difficult sometimes in some wide stretches, but it's something you need to start doing from the beginning, so you get an idea of, when you're doing all your shredding and all your solos and all that type of stuff. The more fingers, if you use all 4 fingers, you'll be able to do use a lot more techniques and that type of thing. As I said, we're going to use all 4 fingers across the first 4 frets on every string. So what we do when we put our fingers on, I'll move the guitar a little closer to the camera so you can see. Okay, we take our finger and we put it as close to the fret as we can. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and make that a little clearer for you. There, you can see now. Okay, so we're close to the fret, as close as we can get without touching the fret, because if we touch the fret you can hear that deadening sound. So it's just a little bit back from the fret, okay? And the important thing here is don't push down so hard. Like if you push down really hard like that, you get so much tension in your arm. It's very, very difficult to play. So we use just enough pressure with our finger to hold the string down against the fret, okay? So we just hold it down with enough pressure. Okay, and finger as close to the fret as we can, so we get that. Okay, so we're not pushing down hard, we're just pushing down gently. And this is where it all starts from. So, if we take it across all 6 strings, we can go... Okay, then we move on to the next string. And then we move on to the D string. Then we move on to the G string. B string, and finally the E string. Okay, so we've gone up and down, we've gone down the fretboard with our fingers to try and make this as smooth as possible and just in the right place. Okay, try and just enough pressure, just in the right place on the frets to avoid this type of thing. Okay, because that's not good, because it sounds horrible as well. So there we go. So basically what we're trying to do here is go down all 6 strings, okay, and we can, as we've just done, and then when we've done this, then we want to try and go backwards. Okay? The thing is here, not to try and go too fast. Just take it easy at your own speed. It's more important that you get the clarity and the fingers in the right space, in right place even. As I said, as close to the fret as you can without too much pressure, because all this type of thing sounds horrible, it's not good, and it doesn't impress anybody. So it's better that you take it slow, at your own pace, at your own speed, and slowly build your speed up, just slowly over time. It doesn't matter how slow you go at the beginning. If you have to go then so be it, you know. It's more important that you learn where to put that finger as close to the fret with as little pressure as you can. Then we can, as I said, we can start here, and then hopefully we can get all the way down the fretboard, down to the 5th, and then all the way down here. I don't want to take it too much further than that today, guys. I think that's a good place for you to start. So just practice this. And back again. Practice that. Hope it works out good for you. Have a good day. Like, share and subscribe if you like what we've done today. I hope it's helped you, and I'll see you next time. See ya.